we go, there we go. Right. Now then, actually what I should have done, I think, though it always looks much brighter here on the this webcam picture than it does in here where I am. It looks very dark here and maybe need some lights on. I might, while this is settling down, I might just pop the lights on. I just got to go over the other side of the room. There we are. That makes it a little bit brighter over there now. Does it not? Whoa. Okay, so we will. Oh, I don't crass. That was quick. What did you get on a jet and zoom across? So, Super Gamer Granny. Yes, as you can see, I've just put some lights on here to sort of lighten it up a bit. Sorry, I'm being distracted as well by what I'm watching at the moment on the television here. They're going to show this 30,000 times now. I mean, all on our news lately has been these people that are being let out of prison mistakenly. They're getting the wrong people and they're letting the wrong people out. And then now the police are chasing around London and wherever, trying to catch them all and bring them back into prison again. And newspaper that the news Sky News chappie happened to be right on the same place where they have just caught one of these people, and so it was being filmed as he was being arrested, with the police coming in, all the stuff that went with it. And now every time I look at the television, that seems to be the only thing that they're going to show us today. Yeah. You used to grace point what's going on in the world. So, oh man. Well, the prison has been releasing the wrong people. Obviously, as it works out, doesn't it? Once they get close to the end of their sentence, obviously they're going to get let out. But they've been letting out the wrong ones. And the problem is, I think, because there was 2 or 3 last week. There's this one that they've just picked up. They're all different nationalities, I think. This one is, I think, did they say he's Algerian? Yes, he's Algerian. And he was just walking along the street and was recognized by somebody. So, of course, they called the police, and the Sky News reporters with their cameras happened to be in the same street. So it's all been photographed, and now it's been put out on our televisions right from the very start. And I mean, okay, so the chappie was imprisoned for I'm not quite sure what. I think it was attacking a young girl or something. But he's right in what he's saying. He's shouting at them and he's saying, "This is all your fault for letting me out." And it is, isn't it? And I think they're beginning to realise now that there's a little bit of a glitch in the system and it's not working properly. It is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And it's taking about it's taking about 5 policemen to arrest one man. And he's not really fighting back. He's shouting a lot, but he's not really fighting back. So, crazy. But there you are. That's what's going on. Henry. Hello, Henry. I am very well. I hope you are too. And we've got rain over here. And I'm just have a little thought. Are you sending something over to us? Have you got anything over there that you want to get rid of? Just whoosh it across to this side. Oh dear. At least it's not very cold. They're saying it's the warmest winter so far. But you see, I was talking to somebody yesterday about all the funny little sayings that my mum used to have, and I think they're funny little country sayings. And you got rain as well, have you? So we're in sync at the moment then, Henry. No, my mother, one of the funny sayings, well, whether they're funny, I don't know. One of the sayings she used to have was, if it's warm, it's going to snow this time of the year. And it has been warm. So it will be very interesting to see if we get a lot of snow. But, yeah. So. Anyway, what else has been happening in the world? Not a lot. Not a lot different. I don't know. I sometimes wonder, when anything happens, we get it over and over, repeat, all the blasted time. This chappie being rearrested is the only thing, apart from one other thing, has been on the television this morning. And, do you not get to think, well, let's have a little bit of different news? But, oh gosh, what can this be? Starting to yawn again. So, yeah, look at it. So I was saying, when was it Wednesday? Was it when it was supposed to be the 5th of November? We didn't get a great many firework displays. In fact, I'm not sure that I heard anything much at all. I reckon that they're going to do it tomorrow night. But if the weather doesn't change, it's going to be rained off, I would think, which will be a shame. I mean, it's better really that they do these firework thingies to commemorate the 5th of November in a more controlled environment. And something else I've suddenly realised, you used to see fireworks and stuff being sold in the shops. You don't seem to see that around now. Early in the fall here, my body clock is... Oh, don't talk about body clock, Ida Cross, honestly. Honestly. Yeah. Am I getting plenty of rest? Well, I go to bed, and that's about it. I didn't sleep last night. I sat and watched a film, and that took me up until about 2:30. And then I'm thinking, well, look at the time. I'd better go to bed, even when I'm not really tired. And then, of course, I led there until about 5:00. But actually, changing the subject, really about the film I was watching. I don't know what brought it into my head. I mean, because I'm always looking through Netflix and Amazon Prime and that to see, and some of the other streaming services to see what's about. And I really, really do not know why I thought, has anybody seen the film years and years ago? Mind you, I'm making you all feel ancient like me, aren't I? I'm not quite sure what year it came out. Called Lord of the Flies. Has anybody seen or heard of that? It's just no, Ida Cross. I'm just not tired. So whether subconsciously I've got, and you read the book as well, yeah. Now the one I saw. See, I can remember seeing it back whenever, and it was black and white. Well, the film I watched last night was in colour, and I suppose from what I could remember of it, it was a fairly good remake of the film. But I can't remember it ending like it did. It must have done. I was going to watch the original, the black and white one, but they want money for that, and I'm not paying that because I pay a subscription anyway. Is it about the 60s? Yeah, I was thinking the late 50s, early 60s. Yeah. Yeah, Henry, it's about a group of boys on a plane, and the plane crashes, and they end up on an island, and they don't know where they are. And basically, the story is about how they deal with the situation they're in, and it's not very good. I suppose I'm not quite sure what... It was William Golding, wasn't it, that wrote the book? I'm not quite sure what he was trying to give out with it all, but it was showing really how kids can steptoe and... Oh, that's good. I like Steptoe and Son. That would have been much better than what I watched. No, but it just showed how when a bunch of kids are left on their own to do their own thing, they can see this lot. I'm trying to work out how to... Hey, Dan. We're just talking about a film. I don't know if you've seen it. I was watching it last night. It was a film called Lord of the Flies, about these youngsters that were on a plane that crashed, and they ended up on an island. And the story was how they dealt with being on their own with no supervision. It is an old one. This one I watched, the original, of course, back in the early 60s, as Ida Crass said, was in black and white. This one I watched last night was in colour, so it was like a remake. And as much as I could remember the story from the black and white film, it was more or less true to how the original was. But there was a couple of things that I thought I wasn't too sure that they put in, that they changed a little bit. But yeah, it's it basically said it's basically a tale about how they were all boys, and they were, I don't know what age would they have been, early teenagers, I think probably early teenage. They how they reacted to being dumped where they didn't know anything, they didn't know where they were, and they had no food to start with, no food, they had nothing except what they stood up in. And it was a story of how they coped with their situation, and it just showed you how there could be a certain type in amongst all that group that would turn quite nasty. What era was it set in? It didn't really say, it didn't really show an era. It really didn't show an era at all. So that is a good question. There was a book about it as well, Dan. Yes, there was, before the movie. And I think when it came out, you know, the original came out, I think it was quite a film. It's a, yeah, and how fragile. Well, you know, this is, I'm trying to find the right words here, Ida Crass, but I mean, it ended up that these boys, they split themselves into two groups, and there was one group wanting to dominate the other group, and they were going quite feral and nasty, and they were really wanted to be the bosses, and it turned quite nasty in some, yeah, but maybe that's why I couldn't sleep last night, because I was up till after 2 o'clock watching it. And I don't know, I have no idea what brought it into my head. But I, you know, sometimes when I'm flicking through Netflix and I think, what can I ask Netflix that they might be showing? And yeah, yeah, I found that picture, didn't he? And yes, I think I have seen, it's just the two of you stood in, it's, we were at Jelly Roll concert. It looked like you were at something like that, and it looked like it was quite warm there. Yeah, I think I picked that up yesterday or the day before. Yeah. Oh, here comes Hydrocrass. Yeah, it looked really, really nice, Stan. It was lovely. And I'm glad you got a nice young lady. Yeah. But I'll go through and check it again. Yeah. You are the Hammer Horror bird. Oh, golly gosh. A hammer horror. Yo, no, it was Dan. It's a lovely photo. I'm so pleased to see it. Go, okay, Hammer House of Horror, right? The Twilight Zone. My mum used to watch. And was there another one as well? As well as that, my mother used to watch all of this sort of things. And my daughter, we were only talking about things the other day, and she said to me, she said, when she used to go up and stay with my mum quite often. And she used to say to me, Granny, it'd sit there with the television on, all these horror things, and bearing in mind, my daughter was like 4 or 5, 6 years old. And she said, Granny, she watching all these horror things. She said, I'm hiding behind the settee. She goes, I don't like that. And I can just imagine her, really. She's still not one for horror stuff. But, I used to like stuff like The Twilight Zone. Yeah. And The Hammer House of Horror. Oh, it was Vincent Price, wasn't it, the actor? He was in so much of it. And then, what was it, Boris Karloff? He was usually in the vampire stuff. But, yeah. Well, you see, yeah. I like, yeah, I don't know, I suppose, again, perhaps age, I'm going along with changing what I like to what I used to like. If I don't so much look. The thing with the horror stuff is, I liked the old Hammer House of Horror things. The newer ones started coming with all the zombies in The Walking Dead and all that, and I wasn't so keen on stuff like that. Peter Cushing, yes, I've forgotten Peter Cushing. Alfred Hitchcock, yeah. Yeah, but then going back to sci-fi again, you see, I didn't like Star Trek, but I love Star Wars. And used to go then, Star Wars, you could only go at the cinema. And we watched when Carl was here as well, as soon as there was a Star Wars film. And his other grandmother as well, his dad's mum. The three of us, we always used to go along to the Star Wars films when they were about. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why Star Trek never, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Star Trek's got a massive following, hasn't it? It's great. And something else which only when I was growing up was only ever on the radio, Lost in Space. And I used to wait for that to come on every week. And that was on the radio only. But now I think it's come on, and yeah, you can watch it now. I'm sure I've seen it around somewhere. But sorry, I'm just watching. Sergio found guilty. Sending a grossly offensive electronic. Oh man. So there is something. Yes, I thought, Dan, I'd seen something about Lost in Space not that long ago. Yeah. Land of the Giants. No, I've never seen Land of the Giants. And another one that I used to be always happy to watch was the Planet of the Apes, when the monkeys sort of took over. I think that was quite up in the top of the list of films at its time. Yeah. And then there was the one, The Day of the Triffids. See, now that was an old one, and I think they remade that. And I tried to think of all the I can't remember a lot of the names of them. But I'm trying to think of another one where there was aliens came down and were hatched out of eggs, or big, like they called them pods, and they were taking over people. Oh gosh, yes, you used to work for, yeah. Gosh, that's something that's gone by the by now, isn't it? The VHS, the video recorders in, oh man, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they were something, wasn't and incredible at the time. I used to think that, that this will always be around. This is something new. It's never going to go away. And look what's happened. Whoa. Stuff is so different now. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, I was looking at when I was looking through. Yeah, when I was looking through now I'm not sure if I was on Netflix or on Amazon, but whichever one I was looking through, and then Amityville Horror came up. Now I remember that one. That was pretty good, and I thought, oh, shall I watch that? And I've got an idea. There's been a remake of that as well. I might go back and watch that tonight. I mean, though I think sometimes with these remakes, I still think the originals are better. And sometimes the black and white films, I think, are so good, and they have a little bit more atmosphere to them than the stuff that's now in color. There's so many remakes. I'm not that keen on remakes. I'm really not that keen on remakes. They sometimes mess them about. The worst one I can think of for a remake, they aren't even trying to make sequels. No. Do we still have DVDs, Danny? I'm not sure. Maybe we do. I think we've probably got a DVD player around somewhere. But no, the worst remake, I think, is the Magnificent Seven. I mean, I watched the remake the other night, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute, this is way off. I mean, the underlying story was sort of there, but it was, to me, well hidden under everything else, and it wasn't the same. Especially when I went back and I found the original and I watched the original, and I'm thinking the original is so much better. What is my that no? Oh, I saw Green Mile, but the movies do suck, Dan. Yes, they do. Oh, I love Clint Eastwood. Yeah, I would put that up as one of but my favorite movie, I think, is a quite recent one with Joachim, what's his name in, Joker. I think that is excellent because it sort of is a tie-in to Joker that was Batman, right? But it is Joker where he is slightly a bit off in his head, and how it progresses. And I think especially the acting, I think, is absolutely superb. Yeah. Yeah. Your favourite, The Good, the Bad, and yeah, that's Clint Eastwood. He was good, wasn't it? Do you still use DVDs? Yeah. Oh my God, he's well. How old would he be? He is still around, isn't he? Do you know there's so many of them that are going now? Oh, I don't believe my phone. How the hell did I get that? Sorry, I'm going off track again. No. Sorry, my phone for some reason, going completely off the subject what we're talking about, my phone for some reason sets itself up to a do not disturb. And then I've got to work out how to get it back. So I got it. Oh, there we go. Hang on. Where are you? No, it's not here. It should be on this list of things. Oh, fiddle. No, it's not the camera. It's not anything. It should be on here when I... No, what I was going to do was I was going to look for Clint Eastwood, wasn't I? I've got to set my blinking... That's gone because my daughter was sending me through not long ago. Only, what, about 15 minutes ago, and it was fine. So why it's switched itself to that, I don't know. Clint Eastwood. He's 95. Yeah. Yeah. Dan, you're right. He's 95. Yeah. Born in 1930 and in California. Yeah. So he hasn't really strayed away from home much, has he? Gosh. Right, let's clear my phone off while I've got it in my hand here. Okay. Let's switch it on. Do not disturb. Why are you doing this, phone? I hate gadgets. Honestly. I very often thinking I will get a new phone, but I'll have an older model where it hasn't got all this. Really good Civil War era of the West and also of the outlaw Joseph. Oh gosh, I remember that. Do you know, I used to love all the Westerns and used to go to all the Westerns when I was a youngster. Not much into Tom Hanks. No. Apocalypse Now is another film. I've watched that a few times. Both versions. I think actually I've got it on a DVD as well. Yeah. So, Forrest Gump. I've never watched Forrest Gump. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never watched it. What is it? Life is like a box of chocolates. That's the most famous thing I think anybody has ever heard. iPhone? No. AirDrop Wi-Fi. Sorry, I'm still trying to work out how to turn this do not disturb thing off. It should be on this little lot of stuff here, but it's not. I'm going to have to, I need to thing it up as well. So, let's see how we for time. I have got a new poem It might just be the volume button on. Do you reckon? Let's have a look and see. Right. I know that I've got to switch it. It doesn't seem to want, and it's got a little moon up on the top of it. I'm not on nighttime. I'm on daytime. What's going? Airplane mode. I've got airplane mode, AirDrop, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, but it's not showing me. In the past, I've been able to find the little logo thing. Never mind, I will sort it. To 60, it's got the volume button on the left. Yeah, and the word smallest but never graded above that. Yeah. This one of mine, I think it's the 14. And I keep thinking whether to change it or not, because you can always tell when they're getting a bit old and a bit done in, don't you? Because they don't hold, the battery doesn't hold the charge for long. So I was working out in my head the other day whether to just get the battery changed in it and put a new battery in it, or whether to change the phone. But the way sometimes this one goes on, I feel like I want to go down a phone, not up a phone. These, yeah. I remember you were saying, yeah. And I was going to ask you the other day, have you still not got a new laptop? Oh man, you're a wonder, honestly. Oh, yikes. Well, I have trouble getting rid of it. Yeah. And sometimes do you not get attached to things? I get attached to things a lot. How can I get rid of it? Exactly. How to clean out the database on my PS4. It's flying now. Yes. Now my grandson came along. Yeah, this is a little while ago now, and he cleaned my PS5 out. It probably needs doing again, though. The thing is, with all these electrical things, they seem to attract dust and dirt very easily. I mean, I can remember, again, some years back, our television needed, I think the volume had gone on it. So we got the television man in, and he took the back of the television off, and you would not believe the dust that was in there. And he says, well, they will attract the dust. All electrical items do. And it's a wonder it didn't catch fire. The battery is for this good. Oh God, I can just imagine that. Oh, but it's a good old faithful, isn't it? Yikes. Oh, yo. Yeah. Sometimes you love them more and more, the more they disintegrate. They're falling out of the inside now. Yo, would be surprised to even, well, the way you're describing, I think to myself, are you sure it's still working? But there you go. This is another thing, isn't it? When you get anything new, you've got to set up the stuff that you had in your old one, and and I still say I've got my other computer. I've put it downstairs in the back room. I would dearly love to get that looked at. But going back to what I was saying the other day, here we need a really nice computer shop in the town, because I'm sure there's loads of people have got computers and things that need to be looked at. I mean, we've got one way across the way on the trading estate, and I mean they'll take it, but you've got to get it over there, and it's not always that easy to lug a blinking, because these computers are pretty heavy. I mean, I'd be okay. I've got my husband, he'd do it. But then you'd have to take it over there and then wait for a day and a month to get it back. And then it costs you a small mortgage to get it done. Oh, I'm afraid. Yeah, yeah, this is it, Dan. I mean, this is what I wonder, you see, what I've got left on my computer that doesn't work anymore. I'm sure I've missed stuff, from there. But that's a nuisance. But maybe it's not too much to put right. Maybe it's sort of is anything in your car computerized? Because I mean, with ours, I mean, my husband hasn't got a clue. And when we got it, it was all computerized, set up perfectly until he went pressing buttons and messed it up. And sometimes things go with that. And it's only because the computer has been is suddenly decided to get a bug in it, or has been poked about with when it should have been left alone. Not that I'm saying, Henry, that you poke about with things, but my husband, he's great for doing anything going wrong. He'll poke with every single button. And then all of a sudden, it'll do whatever he wants it to do. And he go, oh, there you go. I knew I could do it. But everything else is up the wall. I think I said the other day, I had some photographs I showed him of Carl's little baby. And, you just had to scroll them up a little bit. So he said he'd have a look at them and then he'd take some to put on his phone. So I gave him my phone and I said, you just got to scroll up a bit, and you'll see all of them. And he goes, whoosh, like that, straight up. And the whole bloody lot went all, oh. And I said to him, no, you just very gently, just scroll it up a little bit. You don't have to go crazy mad at it, like it's going to bite your back if you touch it. There you go. Ha ha. Well, that's about the best thing. I mean, yeah, that's what they're there for, isn't it, Henry? To put you right. Uh-huh. So, changing the subject, I have a poem. One I did last night, or no, the night before. I've got to see if I can find. So, if anybody is interested to listen to my poem, I sent a couple of photos of my car. Yeah, I will do that when I come off of here. Okie doke. That'll be lovely. You want to hear the poem? I'll read the poem, and then that will be just about time for me to go. But then check the photos now. Oh, okay. Well, I've got to hang on a minute. Have I got to sort of come away from here? I'm going to have to go down here a little bit. Let me see. No. Hang on. Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. Just a minute. I ain't got it yet. Let's go. Let's go back. Come on. Right, where are we, Kofi? Where are we? Here we go. Let me see. I see a little. Oh, yes. Whoa. Yeah. That is nice. Yeah. I like the shape of that one. That is great. It is. It's super. I so like this. And I like it's black as well because I like black cars. Yeah. It was 1983. Was it really? It looks fairly new to me, but then I'm not up to date with our I've just had a thought. I don't think I've got a photograph of our car because our car is. Well, I've no idea. Just a plastic, is it? Yeah. It looks in good condition to me, though. It looks fine. It looks quite powerful, too. I'm just looking at the tires on it. Oh, yeah, well, plastic, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've bought some plastic boxes from time to time because there's so much stuff we still need sort of storing or packing up. And I tell you, the amount of boxes we've bought, plastic boxes we've bought, and the lids, you just pick them up and try to click them on the thing and they break into bits. It's rubbish. Is it 140? Yeah, it says flawless. It runs real. I would imagine it is quite powerful. It looks it. oh, oh God. It's 104,000. Yeah. I don't know what our car's got on it. It's very weak. Yeah. They took all the power away in those days. Yeah. I do think I know, like when you go into like the range of like Lamborghinis and Porsches and them sort of cars, why do they make them that they can do up to 200 miles an hour, say? Yet you're only allowed to do 70 miles an hour on any of our roads. So I suppose the thing is that does it sort of give them the extra power at the start of it? By the time you get up to 70 miles an hour, you know, it's only taking you like a couple of seconds or so. Yeah. They all got weaker. Well, I don't know. How is it as well over in your area then for electric cars? Because we're going crazy mad with electric cars over here. Apparently, something by 2030 or so, people are supposed to be having all electric cars. They're not going to be selling diesel cars anymore. Well, our car is a diesel car. We've had diesel cars for quite a few times now. But yeah. It's really fast. Yeah. Well, I think, yeah, I mean, we had. No, darn, I can't remember the name of the car we had. But you could keep it long at the regular speed. But then if you just put a little bit of extra power on the accelerator, you could feel it jump and it would just shoot off. I can't remember what blinking car that was we had. All I can remember was that it was pale blue. It's 1929. Yeah, it's about as Clint Eastwood. Gosh, yes. No, Henry, I don't like electric cars, but I'm seeing more and more of them around the town now. Yeah, obviously you can tell them, can't you? Because they don't make a noise. Now, I think they're about one of the most dangerous things that have ever been invented. Yeah. You sent another photo? Okie doke, I can do that. Oh yeah, look. Whoa. Look at the tires on that. Hey. What a car. Good Lord. Now that is something. Yeah. Great. He's got two. I was going to say, that does look powerful. And I mean, he built it himself, did he? That's pretty good, isn't it? It really is pretty good. He sounds in a way a little bit like my dad. My dad, not into cars, but he could more or less build anything else. He was always mending things if they got broken. And I remember there was a 3-piece suite we had, like a big settee and 2 chairs, and and it was falling to bits. And he totally remade that and made it into something totally different, and it looked totally different to what it was originally. So yeah, but then you see, I can't remember. I think I was quite an age before my dad had a car. Again, we lived in a particular part of the world where I suppose cars weren't really needed. Nobody thought to go out very far, and if you did, you caught a bus. But no, apart from that, yeah, my dad, he'd make anything. Crazy, isn't it? Some people are so good at doing stuff like that. Yeah, really are. Check again. Okay. Ah. My dad's only 33. Well, that hasn't come through yet. The last one I've got is the one that your dad built. I haven't got the 1933 one, but I have a feeling I have seen it before. I think you have sent me before. Let me check again. Refresh it. Yes, I will. Let's do a refresh. Oh, there it is. Oh my God, it's beautiful red. Yo. That is a car and a half, isn't it? Look at that. That is that is so good. Do a Google on it. Do. It's a Willys Jeep. Gosh, yes. I will Google Willys Jeep. I will Google a Willys Jeep on here. Willys Jeep. There, it's come up straight away. The Willys Emmet was a 4-wheel drive utility vehicle produced by Willys Overland during the World War II. Oh my goodness. Were these Jeeps for sale? 26,000? £26,000. But they still don't look as nice as that one of yours. Yeah, I'm just seeing it here now. It is. It's a 3-speed manual. Which uses. So it will do 900 miles on a tank full of petrol. Good Lord. Well, all of the pictures I'm seeing here on my phone are, but it's still not as good as that one of yours. Joe. Ah, crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Before they made cool street board stockers, yeah. Yeah, it mentions here that they were used in World War II. Brilliant. I've learned more about cars now. Certainly when the US government contracted to make Jeeps. Yeah. Your Jeep looks good. Hey. So over here, most Jeeps, if I'm right in thinking, are usually only owned by landowners and farmers in that because they're a tough, what would you call an all-terrain type vehicle? They would go. Yeah. Yes, we will listen. That's the thing. I must get it on my phone because I haven't got it up. It's not a very big one, not a very long one. And then the time will come for me to sign off, won't it? Now, come on, where's my... There we go. As I say, I had another one going through my head last night, and I didn't have time to put it down on paper, so maybe tomorrow we might have another one. Right. You know what they say? Well, if you was at bingo, they'd say eyes down and look in. But I'll say just ears going. Okay. I've titled it The Gym. I go to the gym every week. It's just an hour out of my day. It's social and fun. Now my joints don't creak. Exercise is good, so they say. We start with a warm-up arranged in 2 rows with music to do it all too. Nearly all geriatrics light on their toes. Who'd think that's what we could do? 15 minutes and you're left on your own to choose which thing to go on. Walking or riding or rowing, just do it alone while the music spurs you on with a song. Today there was hardly room for all, getting in shape for Xmas to come. Lose a few pounds, then have a ball. The seasons and visitors are all welcome. So after the hour and exercise done, we all feel like it's been so worthwhile. This feeling of, well, that's an hour full on. We felt like we've run a great mile. Off everyone goes, home for their tea, winding down from this last hour. Sit, put your feet up, switch on the TV, and relax from this energized power. There you go. So that worked out just right in time, did it not? And now, not bad, eh? So I'll see if there's anything else tomorrow. I will not promise 100%, but now we are going to say goodbye to everyone. Charlie, you come along and I'm going away. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, Idocrass, look after yourselves. Keep feeding them Albanorax. And then in the end, they get too fat, they won't even be able to run away from me. I'll see you, Henry. Yeah, thanks for coming. Thank you, Idocrass. Thank you, Dan. I hope you're okay the rest of the day and you're not too busy. Yes, You keep an eye on them Auburn Oryx. You never know. So, thank you, everyone. Joking aside, I'm going to leave you now. Leave you all in peace, and I hope you're okay for the rest of the day. Thank you very much for listening to me.